Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Ray. I'm sitting on my terrace this morning. It's a holiday in France, another one, and my kids are still in bed, so I thought, there goes a swallow, I thought I'd take the opportunity to record a post. And I wanted to answer a question or respond to a comment about the spiritual path and feeling called to something. It's all about that spiritual seeker in us and chasing or wanting to experience the end goal, whether it's Kundalini rising, Christ consciousness, all these different ideas of what the spiritual goal is. I used to be very focused on this myself, and I'd spend hours in meditation trying to work it all out, trying to access that point within me. It was an interesting part of the journey, and there are certain realizations that I've come to, and one of them is quite simply that we tend to see this goal as being outside of ourselves, something that we need to reach in some way. And I think when we talk about the spiritual path, and I know I did this, and I work very visually, and I'd see this path stretching out in front of me, and somewhere in the distance, in the future, was what I was after. And if only I could get there at the end of the path, the Holy Grail or whatever you want to call it. But I've realized that everything that we're looking for is not at the end of this path, and it's not something that we attain by focusing on a specific idea, such as the Kundalini rising, that energetic snake. I've never experienced that. I've experienced lots of energy, but not that specifically, or embodying Christ consciousness. And I think they can distract us from spirituality being an experience of life where we are bringing our awareness, our consciousness to our day-to-day, our moment-to-moment experience. And there is something that we feel called to. That's part of it. We're being pulled and pointed towards something. That's where the desire comes from. That seeking isn't just for nothing, But I've found that what we're looking for is in here. And everything we need to know and to understand in order to embody and to become is found through listening and tuning into that inner guidance. And if we're looking to have that certain spiritual experience, maybe one day it will happen. But the path to it is within here. It's within who you are. And it's by tuning into your unique path through your inner guidance that you will find, discover, experience everything you need on your unique path. No path is the same. And we've all come here, I believe, to experience very different things, in our own unique way. And I know that I've felt guided by a vision, a sense of being pulled towards something, guided towards something. And by holding that vision and articulating or understanding what that meant to me. So, for example, I wish to experience more abundance, Before reaching that abundance which I desired, I'm shown everything within me that doesn't feel abundant, that is rooted in lack. And in that way, the path unfolds for us. And it becomes less about having a mystical experience or embodying a certain spiritual idea, it becomes an expansion of filling yourself, a becoming all of these things, an embodiment of. And it's through embracing life day to day that happens. You will be shown everything you need on your unique path. And you may have mystical experiences along the way, The path is one of discovery, of remembering. And it's being able to bring that spiritual awareness, energetic awareness. I feel also we're here to master energy, to understand that everything is energy, consciousness is energy, different frequencies. And when we start to understand that and operate from that space, we're accessing more and more of who we are, our potential as humans, as we merge that spiritual truth with our human expression, our unique expression. So, I think this is the process of coming within, and I've been very aware at times of how I've been projecting this goal that I wish to attain somewhere in the future, somewhere out there, and each time I'm reminded, no, come back within. And as you connect, life will show you everything you need. And sometimes it will show you things that you don't really want to experience, but in order to become, you need to have that experience, to integrate it, and to feel everything that feels discordant to what it is you wish to experience more of in your life, in your day-to-day. And as you create that shift within, your external, your outer reality starts to reflect that back to you. You start to attract. You're always attracting, and it's again getting back to that powerful creator state, that you are always creative with your thoughts, with your intentions, with your habits, with your actions. And there's the mastery as well. And there's the journey, there's the spiritual path in itself, but it's moment by moment, an understanding that you are the 0 point of creation. You are everything. Okay, and it's discovering that through accessing all of that within who you are. I don't know if that makes sense or if it resonates, but I thought it was a really interesting comment, and it reminded me of lots of different aspects and moments on my own path. And I think meditation and these practices, mind-body practices, are very, very helpful and powerful in discovering more of who you are. But equally, if not more so, it's meeting life as it unfolds, and in that meeting yourself and all that you are, and expanding into more and more of who you are as you remember and as you discover and as you connect and understand that you are the 0 point of all creation and of everything that you experience. So there you go, there's my little share for the morning, for the day. I hope that helps or is thought-provoking in some way. As always, I'd love to hear your feedback, and feel free to share your comments, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next post.